Hey, what's up, YouTube? Chris Souders, Slender Cat Outdoors, back with you again today. Out here in the garage, I'm gonna do some tying rigs for this coming weekend, and just wanted to kind of try live for a minute, see what was going on. Hopefully, get some interaction from you guys. Uh, get some Q&A going on what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear from me, and just kind of see what everybody's into. So make sure that for everybody that's just getting on, doing a little live show tonight, getting ready out here in the garage for tying some rigs for this weekend. Hey, what's going on, everybody? And yeah, just going to show you guys how I tie some of my Kentucky rigs, some of my regular rigs. And just if you got any comments, hit me up, questions. I want to answer them. I want to hear from you guys. Please, please just leave them in the comments down there, and we'll get to them as fast as we can. Be with me. Be patient. Literally, this is the first time I've ever tried doing this, and for an old hill jack, an old country boy like myself that's really slow at this stuff, this is a huge step. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know. Make sure you let me know. So anyway, let's get to it. I got a lot of rigs to tie up tonight, and I want to make sure that you guys kind of see what's going on. So if you got any questions, make sure you hit me up. What's the best way to find sponsors? Hold on a second, let me move this closer. All right, that's a little bit better. Maybe I can see a little bit better. I need to kind of, maybe I should put my glasses on. Whoever that was, make sure you hit it again on the question on there we go. Ever use balloons for dragging? Yes, absolutely. I have. So, Team Ed Alexander, what's the best way to find sponsors? Man, that's a good question. And to be honest, you can be active in finding sponsors, and that's a good thing to always want to promote, products and help the industry out. But Dieter, we think alike, buddy. Wearing the exact same sweatshirt. That's awesome. But back to finding sponsors. It's not about tournaments. For me, one, to start with, if you're new to it, don't worry about the whole sponsor thing, and whether you're sponsored or whether you should be sponsored. Just go fish. Enjoy it. As you grow, as your knowledge builds, as you gain trust in the companies that you're using. For instance, the only hooks I use, you guys have seen them everywhere, D85s. Okay, these are made by Diachi. I completely trust in only those hooks. Okay, and very rarely do I even ever try something different, because I know how I fish and what I'm fishing for, and I know these things are never going to let me down. So whenever I had the opportunity to promote this company and gain them as a sponsor and work with them, it was a no-brainer for me, and it was a no-brainer for them, because they seen the passion and the confidence that I had. It was easy, and anybody that fishes with me or around me or sees me, they can see that as well. And you're not trying to sell somebody something. They can see the confidence that you have in it, and sponsors will come to that. So don't just go out trying to barn bait. Hit every company up for a sponsorship. That's not really what I believe you should do. Yes, that's right, Dieter. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. But give me a little love. So, not sure how long this is going to last, actually. Uh, but yeah, back to the sponsor thing. Just go have fun. You'll find those companies that you find great faith in, and they will see what you're doing and see what's you know, everything will come together, and it'll be a no-brainer for both of you, and it'll be easy for you to promote that product. So, all right, back to it. Let's get to it. One of the what's my winter fishing schedule? Well, Dieter, my winter fishing schedule is really just any time I can. The rivers around here, we've had so much water. It's crazy, and it doesn't look like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. Crap. My phone is about to die. I didn't plan for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go get my phone charger, plug it in, come back, redo it. Sorry, but yes, for Dieter, time out for a charger. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Thank you guys for joining me. This is a great response, really quick. Be right back. Dieter, I hope you've entertained everybody and kept them here. All right, well, it doesn't look like I lost too many people on that one. Whew, long run for a little fat boy like me. So, Dieter, you asked what my winter fishing schedule was. I'm not planning on going to winter blues. Just wasn't in the cards for me this year. Really hate that because, you know, I enjoy fishing down there a lot. But maybe next year. So we'll see what's going on, you know, when that time comes around. But till then, you know, I'm just really going to try to fish as much as I can and make as many videos as I can for everybody. You know, I've gotten a great response off the videos, and I know it sounds crazy, but I just like to naturally help people and you know, share the information that I have, you know, learned, you know, fishing tournaments all over the country, and just learn from my grandfather and my dad and all the people that have, you know, been nice enough to share information, you know, to me. Speaking of which, if you guys, which I'm sure you guys are, go over to Dieter's channel, Dieter Melhorn Fishing. Watch his newest video about a guy named Mac in his area. It will literally open your eyes. I mean, that man is an awesome man, and that video really, I think it done him justice, and I'm grateful for having him in the fishing, you know, or in fishing period. So, thanks, Dieter. Dieter left a link in the comments. Make sure you guys go watch that. It's a great video. So, anyway, let's get back to it. getting ready to start tying a Kentucky rig, a double hook rig, stacker rig, however, whatever you guys want to call it. There's a bunch of different names. And for you guys that are just now getting on, I want to make sure you guys know I'm going to try to start doing these videos on Tuesdays. I'm going to call them Tackle Tuesdays, almost like Taco Tuesdays, but Tackle Tuesdays. And I'm going to get the ideas of information, what we're going to do from these videos, from the comments in these videos. So make sure if you want to see something, if you got questions, leave them in the comments. Give me a good feedback on it, and we'll try to do different things each week. Bait size and type for cold water, shad over skipjack. So it depends. It kind of depends on what you're going to be fishing for. In my eyes, from in the areas we're at, there is a small river called Canal River that you can possibly catch flatheads in the wintertime. When it warms up, you get a few warm days in a row, you can go out and catch some flatheads, smaller generally. In that case, we're gonna go down to a 5/0 hook. Gizzard shad in the wintertime for me around here over skipjack. Now if I'm gonna go down south in Alabama or on Tennessee River, I'm probably going to be using skipjack, just because that's seems like the best main bait source there is down there. But around here in the wintertime, it's shad mainly. Now if I'm fishing for blue cats around here, I'm going to try big baits to start with. Hey Ricky, thanks for stopping by, buddy. And I'm always going to try big baits until they tell me otherwise. Okay. All right, so Kentucky rig, double hook rig, stacker rig, however you want to start, however you want to say it. We're going to start off with just a barrel swivel and a snap. That's going to be the bottom, the very bottom of it. Make sure you get it good and wet. I'm just going to do a regular clinch knot down there. Okay, now from there it's going to there's a couple different ways you can do it, but me personally, and I can't take credit for this, this is another piece of information that a good friend of mine shared with me. One of the very first videos I done, which was the 5 basic catfish rigs that I use, showed this this double hook Kentucky rig. And the way I done it there, the knots that I tied in were not real super strong knots, but 812 catfishing. To answer that question is pretty easy. D85 Diachi. They're offset. This is the 5 and the 8/0. Those are my two go-to hooks, my only hooks really. Excuse me. Now, so we're gonna make a loop. Okay. We'll make it kind of big. You want plenty of room. You're gonna hold it in both hands, okay? And you got these two right there. That comes around. You're gonna twist them. Seven times. Now, you got that loop with the twists in it right there. You're gonna come down through that loop, grab the other one and pull it up. You can kind of see how it makes a triangle. Now you don't want to bite that, but you just want to kind of hold it with your lips. Make sure you get everything good and wet. You don't want to burn your line. And then just pull it together. you got your dropper loop. Easy whisker stick. Okay. Now, depending on, I like anywhere between 5 and 8 inches or so, but you can make that different however long you want it. Okay. Now, we're gonna come up about. You don't want to make this too long because then you're gonna have a hard time casting it. But we're gonna come up about 12 inches, 15 inches. You're going to do the exact same thing again, okay? And sorry if I'm pausing. I'm reading the comments as they go by. I don't want to miss nobody's question, but so bear with me. So we're gonna make another loop there and do the same thing, okay? There's our top loop, bottom loop, and I got that a little bit long, but I think it'll be all right. Then our swivel on the bottom. Now, yeah, 8/12. I am definitely ready for Catfish Conference in February, and I mean, if you guys. I'm sure most of you have, but if you haven't heard of the Catfish Conference in February, I'm not exactly about the date, sure about the date, but if somebody can, leave the date in the comments. I believe it's like the 26th. I will definitely be there. I'm actually going to come in early on Friday to help people set up. I didn't catch all that, but anyway, I'm going to come in Friday early. It's the 24th and 25th. Thanks, dear. Thanks, Whisker Stick. Louisville, Kentucky. Anyway, I'll be there early Friday to help everybody set up. And then I'll be there all day Saturday and all day Sunday as well. It's something that I look forward to every year now. And you just get to see so much and meet so many people. And it's really just an amazing time to see down there. And everybody's super nice. I mean, there's everything under the sun. Hundreds of different rods, hundreds of different tackle companies, seminars, boats. This year they're having a YouTube booth, bait tanks, and of course monster rod holder stuff will be there, as well. Speaking of which, monster rod holder nets and cutting boards, I believe, are still on sale. You definitely need to swing by and check them out on monsterrodholders.com. I don't know if I'll have an autograph session or not, but I am more than willing to sign autographs if anybody would like one. All right, so finish this up. The top swivel is just regular barrel swivel, and yes, I will be. I don't know if I'll be fishing in March. Rocky Fork Lake. Question was, am I going to be fishing Rocky Fork in March? I believe you're talking about the tournament, the early bird SWOCC Southwest Ohio Catfish Club tournament. If you are, I don't know yet. When the time comes around, we'll think about it. But I like fishing Rocky Fork. It's a good lake. A lot of channel cats, big channel cats. Big channel cats. All right, back to it. Barrel swivel on the top. Simple enough, right? Always a little tip for you guys. Make sure you get a good quality swivel. Always try to get a pound test rating swivel. They're going to be a better quality swivel than most. Now, for the bottom for the bottom where the sinker is, you can use, this regular old cheap brass swivels. Ain't a big deal. They break off, ain't no big deal. But your top swivel, want to make sure you got a good pound test rating, okay? And we're just gonna, whatever your favorite knot is, I use a, improved clinch knot. I always do 7 twists. Always does pretty good for me. All right. Trim that up a little bit, make it a little bit better. There you go. Got 2 loops. All right, for this one, I'm gonna put the 8/0 on. You're absolutely right, Dieter. Dieter said that the Bible says 7's a good number. 7 is a perfect number, and you can't argue with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So when we go to put the hook on, I get a lot of questions about, it's not really a snail. I call it a snail. Basically, I don't really know if it has a terminology or not, but so I pinch the loop in, and I know some people are gonna argue with this a little bit. This is the way it works for me. I have a better hookup ratio with this direction and this way. So this is the reason that I choose to do it this way, and I recommend people do it. So for a normal snail, everything comes out of the front. That way you can, it's going to hook. But on these, with this short dropper, I always go from the back forward. Okay, and so you got your loop there. See if we can get to where you can see it. So what we do is we drop it over, and I'm going to come over to the side, bring it up, back down, go to the opposite side. And what you're doing is you're making a snail in it, if you can see. See how it looks there? Now, I know that looks completely different and completely opposite of the way, a normal snail would look, and we do a different, I'll tie up a regular Carolina rig or regular leader line here in a second, and I'll show you that I do it completely the opposite on those. And couldn't see it a little bit lower. Okay. All right, so let's do that again, the way you guys can see it. Pinch it up tight. I'm gonna put it to the back, okay? And we're gonna go over top of the hook, under to one side or the other, and it's almost like you're twisting it, okay? You can see how it looks there. So hopefully you can see that one there. Santa can't see it. If you can't see it, please. Yes, looks like tying a pigtail. That's exactly right. Never thought of it that way. Let me know if you did see it or you didn't see it. So if you didn't, I'll redo that one or redo another one. So all right, put that away. That is that's 80-pound test Andy leader line. Well, that's pretty cool. Uh, they are definitely good. I use, somebody just commented on there that they use the same bait binder as this one. Is that my go-to rig? This is definitely one of my go-to rigs. I wouldn't say it is my go-to rig per se, but it is definitely a very good, rig, and I use it. I usually use it probably 80% of the time, just like I do everything else. All right, so you guys was asking, wanting to see this. This is just a worm bag from Walmart. I think it was like $10 or $12. Bunch of different bags in it. 5 different leader lines. Pretty simple. Nobody gonna joke about you here. But these work great. Now I use rig wraps as well. I love rig wraps. I love these. I tie up a lot of rigs, so I usually have a bunch, different binder. Sometimes I'll put a different binder specifically for double hook rigs, and a binder specifically for dragging rigs, bumping rigs, so forth, so on. Yeah, that's right. Somebody brought them coming down 6 inches. Somebody brought up a good point. You can always put different tackle, floats, whatever you might want in here. Hey, thanks, Junior. I really appreciate the kind words there. All right, that's what I was gonna next. I wanted to, I was telling you guys about the different way I snell compared to the double hook rig. Real quick, for anybody that's just getting on, this is a great response. I never believed that the first one would be. It's like almost 30 minutes, and seems like I've done really no rigging. I've only tied up one rig. That's awesome. A bunch of you guys on here, thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for commenting as much as you have. But keep it up. Make sure, like I was saying, I'm wanting to do this, try to start doing this weekly or bi-weekly. Just information as much as I can get to you guys about tackle, rigs, whatever you guys may want to see, whether it be bait tanks, catching bait, whatever. We can even do some of this on the water. So make sure you leave it in the comments on whatever you guys want to see. So next, we're just going to tie up a regular, just a regular old, Carolina leader. So now for just a regular snell, we're going to go from the front to the back there. Got a tag, just a quick snell, just like most of you see. Now, something I will stress is I always try to go away from where the eye closes, okay? And on these, it works out perfectly for me. So we're going to wrap it 7 times. And then we're going to come from the back of the hook to the front. And it's pulled up tight. Okay. Now, I get a lot of questions. People are like, this is going to come loose. There is a possibility of that. And I don't know. Let's see if we can see it here. Whenever you go away from the eye, and whenever you bring this back to the back, that loop will protect this part from getting pinched from where the eye clamps shut. Okay. But anyway, a lot of people, will say that this will come loose, and it will. There's a possibility. I'm not saying it won't. It will. But this really works well for me. And that's the difference between the way I do it with a regular, Carolina style leader and the double hook leader. So then we're just going to put a regular swivel on. Somebody asked there a minute ago if I pan fish much. I absolutely love crappie fishing. I love to go out and troll for crappie. I don't know if you guys do that much, but love going out and trolling for crappie. There we go. It's about 18 inches. Oh, you're welcome, Eric. I appreciate you guys getting on here, asking questions, man. That's what it's all about. I would much rather do the live videos and get interaction. I like doing the videos that I do. I love going out and catching fish and showing you guys. But something that I don't get out of it is the interaction with you guys and actually being able to tell you guys what you want to hear, and you guys get to ask me questions, and that's what I really do this for, is you guys, and being able to help everybody I can, and what I do is, some of the stuff I do may not be great for everybody else. It may not work for everybody, but it's worked great for me. So there we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna put it in this one. Yeah, actually, hold on, I'm gonna get some rig wraps. I seen Lyle was on there a minute ago. Lyle, I don't have one in fancy cases. This is mine. You can see they're all in a Ziploc bag. I need to get me one though. So I see there's some guys from Iowa and everywhere else. Let me know where you guys are from. That always amazes me to know where some of you guys are from. Yeah, anymore. That's about all the time I get to do any pan fishing is whenever I'm fishing for bait. Central Texas, man, I got a brother in Texas. Awesome. Kansas, Iowa, Oklahoma, Eastern Iowa. That's awesome. Man, thank you guys very much. Hit up in the comments if you guys want a special rig tied. Let me know, and we'll tie it up real quick. While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna do another double hook rig. Several guys from Texas and 35 miles west of Louisville. Well, you're not too far away. 812 catfishing. Hoping to get out on the water this weekend and do some fishing. More than likely to be on a small lake again. All this rain we're getting's got that river blowed out. My version of a Santee Cooper rig. All right, well, we can do that real quick. Let's see. Okay. Now something that I kind of, another little tip for you guys. Everything I have to make every rig that I need is in this one, which is nothing but hooks. And this one, this case, which is everything is swivels and stuff. That way you don't have to, if you can keep it into one or two, that makes it a lot better. That way that you don't have to go searching around for a bunch of different stuff, okay? So, Santee rig. I like my Santee rigs kind of long. Usually about 2.5 foot or so, which is about an arm length and a half of mine. Yeah, when I do Dieter, I usually just get the shop vac out and suck it all up in the shop vac and then clean it up later. All right, so, and then I always start with the hook. Snell that hook on. Once again, seven wraps. Tied up tight. Now, I always cut the piece of leader line and then about 6 inches from the hook, I'll cut it again. And then demon dragging on. And I know there's a lot of controversy going on right now about these. And I just tie a regular double clinch knot on that one. And if you don't use Demon Dragons and you use floats, just put a float there instead of that. I do fishing with Mike. I don't think it makes a difference as far as, they're not going to be able to see the eyes. I mean, the eyes are for my, personal, that they look good. Okay, so now you got your hook, you got your float or your dragon, whichever one you want to use. And then from there, we go up to a 100-pound 3-way swivel. Just like the regular swivels, I always use a good grade swivel. And while I'm dragging, and this could be different if I'm bumping, but while I'm dragging, I want my leader line, my hook in line with my main line. This will be your sinker. And these two will be this will be your leader, and this will be your main line, okay? Tie that on there. And then I just add a snap to mine, makes it easier to get the sinkers on and off. Once again, put it on the bottom one. And there you go. Got your swivel. Once again, you got your leader line will be right in line with your main line. Down to your float or dragon, whichever one you prefer, and then down to an 8/0 Diachi. That's my version. My version of a Santee rig. Somebody asked about the name of these three-way swivels. No, these come from Warrior Cat Tackle. They're just the double barrel swivels that are together, like I think they're called crane swivels or something. I'm not really sure what the names of them are, but these come from Warrior Cat Tackle. I think you can buy them at Hooker's Terminal Tackle as well. Bottom Dwellers, Tackle Bandit, I think they all sell them. I used to use this style of three-way years ago, but everything kept getting tangled up, around it and causing a line to break and things. And so if you're using this style, I would recommend you get away from it. All right, now for those that have just got on or recently got on, this is Tackle Tuesdays. I'm going to try to do this every week, bi-weekly. Just have to go with it, see how I can do. I am getting my information on what I'm showing. With the information I'm sharing from you guys in the comments. So yes, my bad. That's a 7/0 Diachi, not an 8/0. 7/0 Diachis are the same thing as an 8/0 Team Catfish. Thank you for that. But the information that I talk about on these live shows is going to be coming from you guys in the comments. So make sure that you are commenting what you want to see, the information. I'll go back through later on, cipher through it, and each week, bring that information up. Something else I want to do, I'm going to try to start giving away some stuff for the questions that I use from the people that are leaving them in the comments. So if you're leaving them in the comments, hey Trevor, thanks for stopping by, buddy. If you're leaving the comments on what you want to see, the information you want me to share, whatever it may be, in the comments, like I said, I'm going to try to start giving away some stuff. Might be hooks, it might be clothing, it might be line, it might be whatever, but we'll get something for you guys. So, all right, well, we have went on 45 minutes for this, so I think it is about time for me to call it good night. Thanks for that. Dieter's going to promo for it. I appreciate everything you guys do. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and if you are not subscribed to Dieter Melhorn Fishing, make sure that you go there and subscribe to that as well. He puts out a lot of stuff, shares a lot of good information. Some people may not agree with everything that everybody does, but remember, it is mainly opinions, okay? So do what you love to do, fish how you love to fish, and just have fun. Share the information. Always, if you get the chance, take a child out fishing. This sport cannot grow with the people that are in it. There's nothing that we can do other than transfer money back and forth. But if we can get kids into fishing, out of the house, into the outdoors, that's what it's all about. So, Good night, everybody. Hope you enjoy your Tuesday. Hope you love this show. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the water.